Welcome back everyone. To all my returning viewers, thank you for your continuous support. You're amazing. And to my new viewers, a huge welcome. God bless you. Don't forget to like, share, leave a comment and hit that notification bell so that you will never miss out. Let's dive in. Okay, the material I'm going to be using to recreate this tie is this flowered crepe. Okay, I have 2.5 yards of this. So if you're on a larger side, you'll be needing 3 yards to recreate this. So I've gone ahead to fold my material into 4. I made the first fold, then I went ahead to fold it again. So the first thing I did is to rule out my starting line. So I kept my ruler and rule it out into a starting line. Now after that starting line, this particular gown is going to be having an elastic. So I'll go ahead and mark my 1.5 inches that I'll be using to create channel for my elastic. So from your starting line, go ahead and mark 1.5 inches for your channel, which will be creating later. Then also rule it into a horizontal line like so. Now after that ruling, we're going to be marking our chest line. Okay, so to do that, from that your starting line, what you're going to do for me is to get your bust line. So my bust line measures 9.5. Now that 9.5, go ahead and minus 2 inches from it. So in all, what we are doing is your bust line minus 2 inches. So mine is 7.5. So I'm going to place my tape at that elastic line, where I came down by 1.5 and mark my 7.5. okay, this line is going to be serving as our chest line. Okay, that's where our armhole will stop. So I also went ahead and rolled it into a straight line. For this dress, you don't need much measurement. Okay, now from that starting line, I'm going to be taking my neckline. Okay, my shoulder line divided by 4. My shoulder measures 15 divided by 4 give me 7.5. Now to that 7.5, go ahead and add 4 inches to it. So in all, I'm going to be having 11.5. So I've gone ahead to mark my 11.5 on the starting line, and on the 1.5 inches I came down for the elastic. Now on the chest line, what you're going to be marking here is your hip, the largest part of your body, which is your hip divided by 4. So my hip measures 36 by 4 will give me 9. So to that measurement, also go ahead and add 5 inches to it. So in all, I'm going to be marking 14 here. Did you get? So I will mark my 9. Then from that my 9, I'm going to add extra 5 inches to it. So go ahead and add your own. The more allowance you add, the more fuller your dress is. So I'm going to be using 14 for my own. Now placing your tape, next thing you want to do is to get your full measurement. So for this dress, I use 58 for my entire measurement. Okay, so go ahead and get your full length and measure your own like so. Now after marking your full length, go ahead and rule it also into a horizontal line like I'm doing in the video. Now having done that, at this particular place, now what you're going to be marking is whatever measurement you mark at your chest line, go ahead and add 5 inches to it. So my own, or you can choose to use the entire width of the dress. So my own, I use 22. Okay, remember I marked 14 the other one. I decided to add more than 5 inches, so I used 22 as the entire width of this damn part. So go ahead and mark yours. So with that, we are done drafting out this. So the next thing now is for you to come in with your ruler and start connecting the marks together. Okay, so I'll go ahead and connect the starting line and that of the chest line like so. Now if you have a good ruler, it will come in handy here. So if you don't have, go ahead and connect it into a slant line using your free hand. You can see I'm doing my own. So go ahead and connect the 3 lines that you make, the one at the starting line, the chest line, and the full length of the dress. So you can see how I connected my own into a slant line. Okay, just like the way we used to connect while making a line dress. So go ahead and come in with your scissors and cut out everything beautifully. So after cutting, also go ahead and cut out the part before your starting line like I'm doing in the video. So go ahead and cut it out into a straight line. So after cutting out, you're going to see what I'm going to do. From the end part, the open edge, go ahead and slant it in a bit. See what I'm doing. If you're confused, just go ahead and curve it. But if you can't do it, please, it's totally fine. Just leave it, okay? So after that, I'm done drafting out this. So the next thing is for us to join this, which will not take us about 3 minutes to finish joining. So go ahead and open yours like so. Now after opening it, you're going to be taking out one part of this dress. Okay, you know we drafted the front and the back together, so go ahead and take out one part of this dress and fold it back the way it was before. Okay, so I'm going to take my time and fold this back. So the one we are going to So the one we are bringing out now can either serve as our front or the back, depending on where you want your opening to be. Okay, so I want my dress to have opening. Then if you don't want yours to have opening at all, it's totally fine. Okay, that means you'll be tying yours at the shoulder, but I want mine to have opening either at the front or at the back. I want mine to have opening at the back, so I can have the option of tying it at the back or tying it on either of the shoulder. So what I did was to go ahead and go down by 6 inches, okay, from the closed edge, and from there I'll come in with my scissors and go ahead and slit it open. Okay, I went down by 6 inches. You can choose to do more if you want or do less if you like. Okay, so just do you here. So after going down by 6 inches, I came in with my scissors and I slit it open like so. Okay, that's just it for this. So the next thing now is to start turning. So the first thing is to go ahead and open it. Can you see how it's looking? Okay, so we are going to be turning, finishing it up with a bias. So you go ahead and turn the V part, the part you give it a slit with bias. So after doing my own, this is how I have it looking. Can you see? Now the next thing you're going is to also go ahead and finish the armhole using your bias also. So don't mind me here, you are going to first stitch it at the right part. Now after stitching it at the right part, you flip to the wrong part to finish it up nicely. So after you are done, also repeat the same thing to the other parts of the fabric. Now after doing that, this is what we have it looking like. Can you see? I'm done turning my own with bias. So the next thing is for you to go ahead and create your channel. Remember the 1 inch you marked for your channel. So go ahead and fold like I'm showing in the video to create your channel. So here I'm done creating my channel. So there is a gap where my elastic will pass, my 1/2 inches elastic will pass. So I've gone ahead to do it on this part of the fabric and the other part. So also go ahead now to measure this our dress, the front side facing the front side. Of course you'll see where your armhole ends if you follow the due process of cutting this fabric. So from there I'm going to be measuring the two parts of this dress together where my both bias stop. Can you see where I'm showing? So you're going to be joining them at the side with 1/2 inch. Okay, just make sure you use 1/2 inch to join. So after joining, you'll be having it looking like this. Okay, here I'm done joining, and I've also gone ahead to cut out a long strip that I'll be using as the rope. Okay, so the width of this fabric measures 1.5, while the length I have more than 60 inches here. You can choose to have lesser. Okay, so just know that the longer rope you have, the more extension of rope you have after you've passed it through your channel opening. So this is it. I'll go ahead and show you how I'll be folding this. Of course, you don't need to just stitch it straight. So this is what you do. This is the right part of this dress. Okay, so you make the first fold like this, you make the second fold like this, then you turn them, you fold it again like so. So you're going to go ahead and stitch on it all the way down. That's how you create this rope. Okay, so here I'm done. You can see how lovely my dress is looking. So you can choose to start anywhere to fix your rope depending on where you want to tie it. If you want to tie it at the shoulder, you start from the shoulder part, any of the shoulder, to start inserting the rope. But for me, I want this rope to be tied at the back. The place I have my slit will be my back, so I'm going to be starting at the back, the place I have that slit, to start putting my rope. If you want yours to be at the shoulder, you start at the shoulder. Remember, any of the shoulder at all, but I want my own to be at the back where I have that slit, so I'm going to be starting from that place to insert my rope. So go ahead and insert it all the way around. It is going to be coming out from the other end of the slit. Okay, I started with one part of the slit, it is coming out from one end of the slit. If you want yours to be at the shoulder, you start from one end of the shoulder, the opening at one of the end of the shoulder. At each shoulder you have 2 opening. So at my slit also I have 2 opening. So you start from one of the opening and extend it all the round and join all the openings and parts. Then it should be coming out from the other end. So this is just self-explanatory. Once you are doing it, you figure it out, of course. So I went ahead and inserted my rope all the way around it, and this is what we have it looking at the end of the day. Thank you everyone for always returning back, and to my new viewers, God bless you, and I hope you find value in this video. Please don't forget to like, share and turn on your notification button to get notified of our next video. Thank you.